Grace Kitchens is pleased to present Creative Cooking. Tasty and nutritious meal ideas for homemakers and their families. And now, here is today's host.
Hello there, welcome to Creative Cooking. Here at Grace Kitchens, a popular request is for vegetarian dishes. And here to share ideas with us on vegetarian cooking is Alfred Brissett, a director of Liberty Restaurant. We're so happy to have you back on the program, Mr. Brissett.
Good to be here as well.
Vegetarian cooking. As we mentioned before, it's an increasing demand of, that we get from our consumers, and we know people come to you much for that. Share with us some of the range that you offer. You use the textured vegetable protein, we know that much, right?
Right. We do that.
Right.
Also beans as well, because as you know, like especially broad bean, that broad bean was from the foundation. From
way back when.
From way back.
Yeah.
And it's also dynamic too because you get the opportunity to use a lot of ground provisions. And good for the children too because they can use their fork and pick out the pumpkins.
Identify with
different foods.
Right.
Yes, and also the herbs and spices too.
So let's just look at the peas and beans, and you mentioned broad beans, but we have and we're mixing up here peas and beans. We have broad beans, we have black-eyed peas,
gungo
peas,
red peas.
cold peas, cold peas.
Cold peas.
Yes, man. Garbanzo beans, which is really chickpeas, Right. So the range, and they are very versatile.
They're very versatile because even though at the restaurant, person think that like in the afternoons, person want to come and see a stew as well.
Yes.
Not just a TVP.
No,
person
not
want
at
to
all.
have their stew.
Vegetarian. So you can imagine when you mix red kidney beans with broad bean and gungo peas, or you do like a three-piece stew.
A three-piece stew. Like,
coconut
we have a
milk.
three-piece stew we call an emperor stew.
What you say? You're the emperor, right? So there. I suppose yes, that is good, right? And and that goes very well with ground provisions.
Yeah, with ground provision, it goes very well.
And you could just boil a piece of yam, and you could actually pass it through a grater or through a big sieve, you know what I mean?
Right.
Call it rice yam.
Definitely. And broad bean also was used in the past to make flour too.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
I think the beans were roasted, was that
they
it?
roasted
Yes.
and pounded.
And pounded, yes. And the man. And you could sift that if you want, but you need the fiber, so you could even leave that in, you know what I mean?
Right. It's very dynamic.
We have a point, very good point. And it comes back to a point I made earlier when you could have used the peas or the BCM broad bean to make a burger, right?
Yes.
Like a veggie burger, right?
Could happen as well.
But in addition to peas and beans and the nuts, the peanuts and the cashew nuts, you use a lot of cashew nuts, right?
Yes, we use cashew nuts, especially like our pasta sauces. And thanks to Grace too, because as you can say, Grace have the broad bean and the coconut milk.
Convenience we're talking about,
especially for the household, for the wife and so forth. But the vegetables is very good for us because
packed with nutrients, vitamins and minerals. And listen to me, man. It is just a pleasure to talk to a young man with such interest, such keen eye for detail and such interest in food.
Right.
It's a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, man.
I want to wish for you all the best in your business as you seek to soar, right?
Yes.
Thank you very
consistent.
much. Thanks, much. Take a look at the recipe and then join Chef Warren Wilson in the kitchen as he shows us how to make his dish.
Hi, today I'm going to prepare broad bean stew, served with seasoned potato. First I have my pot here heated. I'm going to add my olive oil. Allow it to heat. Then I'm going to add my onion, scallion, ginger, and garlic. Allow it to saute. Then I'm gonna add my turmeric. Then my pumpkin. And my coconut milk. Then you will add your broad bean. And then of course, our special Liberty spice. Then you allow this to simmer for about 10 minutes, then serving.
Hi, Chef.
Hi.
What's happening in the pot over here?
Today I have my broad bean soup.
Yeah, okay. So you can cream some, just crush some white yam, eh?
Looks very delicious.
Listen to me, man, with some plain rice, guys. Listen to me. Good stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you. That looks good. Let us walk over here. Yeah, and look what we spoke about St. Vincent and rent and so.
Yes.
But let us see what you have served here with.
I serve it with seasoned potato.
Seasoned Irish potatoes.
Yes.
And you have served tomato slices here, and you have used lettuce leaves, you know. And you know, in the same breath that you have used seasoned Irish potatoes, I suppose you could use seasoned sweet potatoes, eh?
Yes, also.
Yes. That
Yes.
looks so very good. Now I can understand why Liberty got the top award. This looks good, guy. And a very interesting way of using up the beans.
Yes, right.
Listen, it was a pleasure working with you, young man.
Thanks for having me.
Good, good, good. We'll show you the recipe once more and then join us in the mailbox. Hello there. Thanks for staying with us. Here's a food and kitchen tip from Grace. And that's it for today from the mailbox. Do send us your questions on anything to do with cooking or the kitchen. And remember, if you have a recipe you'd like to share, please send it in. Till next time, we thank you so much for watching.
Creative Cooking, broadcast on CVM TV every Tuesday and Friday at 7:50 p.m. Join us next time for Creative Cooking, brought to you by Grace Kitchens, helping Jamaican homemakers prepare tastier meals for themselves and their families.